Sorry about that. I think my Wi-Fi is slow. It's May 18th. I just want to go ahead and give you an update on what's going around the state of Texas, and especially in West Texas. There are two cities in West Texas that they have dispatched what they call the Rapid Response Team to. Those cities are Amarillo and El Paso. Both cities are seeing a dramatic increase in COVID-19 cases. To give you a little bit of an idea, Amarillo has 2,731 cases of COVID-19. That's scary. A lot of that has to do with the meat packing plants. If you haven't heard, a lot of the meat packing plants are having a lot of trouble because they work so close together. So they are. That's the two counties that the city of Amarillo sits in. If you take in all three counties that are up there, they have 3,285 cases of COVID-19, which is very scary. So we need to keep them in our thoughts and our prayers. The other city is El Paso. El Paso is having a problem with the spike. Currently, they have 1,726 cases of coronavirus in El Paso. They also need our thoughts and prayers. Give you a little bit of the numbers going around West Texas. Lubbock has 619 cases. Abilene has 217. San Angelo has 61. Wichita Falls has 78. Midland has 120 cases. In Ector County, we have 115 cases currently. So things are still going. It's going well, but we always need to be careful to make sure that we are listening to all of the warnings and things like that. The reason I say that is the reason we can open up is because each and every one of you are doing such a good job. What happens with Amarillo and what happens with Lubbock is we are all about to step into level 2, and I'm going to go over that here in a few minutes. But because of the number of cases in Amarillo and El Paso, they are not going to the next level. The governor is holding them at the level they are right now to try to get the number of cases down. The big fear when you see the numbers spike like that is lack of hospital space, especially when it comes to ventilators, ICU, things like that. And so that's what we're seeing in El Paso, what we're also seeing in Amarillo. So that's why we keep talking about it, saying we need to be conscious of washing our hands, not touching our face, and staying at 6 feet with social distancing. So give you a little bit of an update on the drive-through testing. They have tested 138 people. There are 12 positives that have come through the drive-through testing, and they have 11 pending tests right now. We are still at 4 deaths, which any number of deaths is too many, but we're still holding at 4, and we have 79 people out of the 115 that have recovered. So that's a great number to hear. As far as our 2 hospitals, right now, Medical Center has not had a patient with COVID-19 for 15 days, which is fantastic. They do have 40 cases that are pending. That means they've tested somebody and they're waiting for it to come back. So ORMC does have 1 case, but the case isn't from Ector County. It was actually brought in to ORMC, so that case does not actually count against Ector County, which is fantastic. They have no people under investigation, and they have no pending or tests that we're waiting for. The governor got on at 2 o'clock today, and he talked for quite a while. He did bring up El Paso, and he talked about Amarillo as communities that we need to watch. But he is moving to the next level. There are businesses that opened up today. We know the gyms and things like that. There are other businesses that he opened up today also. Those are massage services, waxing services, tattoo studios, piercing studios, and hair loss and treatment centers. So I may need to go there. That's a joke. As of Friday, Friday will be another big day. That day, restaurants will go to 50% of their CO instead of 25%. So there will be more seats at most of the restaurants. But I want to give you kind of a list of what's going to happen on Friday. Bars, wineries, breweries, wine rooms, any of those type businesses can open up on Friday. They will open up to 25%, just like everybody else did, 2 weeks ago. Restaurants will go to 50%. Child care services can resume at full capacity. Bowling alleys can open back up. Bingo halls. A few of these we don't have, like zoos and aquariums, natural caverns, and skating rinks, which I didn't know skating rinks are still open because I did that when I was a kid. But those will all open up. Retail will be able to go to 50% of their occupancy. So odds are you probably won't see the lines that you see at HEB or maybe Albertsons or maybe at Market Street. Those will be able to open up. And on May 31st, all sporting activities may resume with proper social distancing, professional and non-professional. So some of those details I'm sure will be worked out as we go forward. And May 31st, summer camps for daytime may begin to open up. So those are great things to hear. The YMCAs will be able to open back up. The boys clubs will be able to open back up. And if we keep doing what we're doing and we keep taking care of things the way they are, we should be at full operation with businesses by the end of the month. That's the way it's looking. So what does it mean? It's in your hands where we go as far as opening up. If we have people that are congregating in groups and we have people that aren't social distancing and aren't wearing masks and they start coughing on somebody and get somebody else sick, that's when we start to have the problem, and we may not be able to open up as quickly. It's in your hands as the citizens of Odessa and Ector County. The phase 2, with different businesses, there are different requests and coming from the governor. I want to give you a website that will help you if you're a business owner and you say, well, what I need to do to get my business open. Let me tell you, it's gov.texas.gov/organization/OpenTexas. What that will do is if you have a skating rink, it will give you a list of what you have to do to make sure that you can open your business back. It will tell you what the customers need to do as far as social distancing, things like that. So that business or that email address, not email, the web address is gov.texas.gov/organization/OpenTexas. There's plenty of information there. You can get all the information that you need to open your business back up. I'm very excited that I know a lot of people have been asking for the bars and things like that. Honestly, most of this is out of my hands. If it was, I would have had hair salons open quicker. I would have had the bars open quicker. But the governor is doing it, I think, probably in the best way for the state because we are such a large state. So that will take care of that. We did have some people heard about it today, and I just want to address it here. The people that like to drive on Clements, it's kind of like the old 42nd when people used to drive, cruise the drag. They like to cruise on Clements. Please do not gather in large groups. If one of you has coronavirus, all of you are going to have coronavirus, and that could really put our community back a few steps. So please, if you're there, you can cruise the drag, stay in your car, just be safe. So that all of the rest of us can enjoy what's been going on. But I just want to go over one more time what they're talking about today. Massage services, waxing, tattoo studios are open, piercing studios are open, and the hair loss studios are open. So, and one more time, what's going to open up on Friday? So if anybody has any questions, bars, wineries, the homemade wine store, anything like that is going to be opening up at 25%, just like the restaurants had to do and the retail had to do. Restaurants, retail, anything that has already been open can go to 50% this Friday. Childcare resume full operation. Bowling alleys will be open, bingo halls, and skating rinks and things like that. If you have any questions, there are plenty of websites. You can go to opentexas.com or .gov and you can see the entire list. So we're doing great, people. Just keep it up. Keep wearing the mask, keep social distancing, and we will get this city back open and get everybody back to work. That's the main thing. Somebody did ask a question about swimming pools. Swimming pools have to be approved by the health department. They go and do a yearly inspection to say your pool can open up. They make sure you're using chlorine, things like that. The public pools, which means the pools like in a neighborhood or the pools in an apartment complex, things like that, are all being opened. So right now, the city, we're still watching ours. We had to sign, if we were going to open our pools, we had to sign a $500,000 contract back in early March. And at that time, we weren't comfortable spending $500,000 of the taxpayers' money not knowing if we could open something. Because at that time, we didn't know what coronavirus was going to do. It could have gotten really bad. It could have got, been like it is now. So we are watching and going to look towards the future cautiously. We will discuss it as a city council. But as of right now, they're closed until we can make sure we can get coronavirus moving down the road. But to everybody, thank you very much for all of your hard work. Thank you for washing your hands. Thank you for wearing masks when you're out and for waiting in lines at the grocery store and things like that. We are getting to where we need to be. But I don't want to go where Amarillo is, where we have to slow things down or back it up. That's not the way we need to go. So please continue to do what you're doing. As usual, God bless each and every one of you. God bless Odessa. God bless Texas. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much.